Hey guys, so something very exciting happened today. The Gilmore Girls trailer was released for the 4 new episodes that are going to be airing on Netflix at the end of November. I figured maybe I'll try to break it down a little bit with you guys.
Did we order Chinese, Greek, and Italian food last night? And hot dogs. Ugh, last night's a blur. Hey, what did we end up watching? Was it Baby Monitor Sound of Fear or Co-ed Call Girl? No, I'd remember if we'd rocked a spelling. Hey, they should make a Lifetime movie out of that poor Tori Spelling falling at Benihana. Teppanyaki Grill of Death.
So my first thought when I saw this was, oh my God, how old is Rory? Like, it makes me feel really old. I think Alexis Bledel is officially older than Lauren Graham was when they started the show. I'm actually doing like a rewatch right now, and I'm not quite halfway through season 7. So, like, I know that she's older than, of course, she was when she started, but it just looks like, even from season 7 to now, she just looks so much more mature, and like her voice is more mature, and it's kind of like, oh, right, Rory's like a grown up.
We have limited time. Should we skip the town tour? Let's skip the town tour. Well, we'll keep it short. There's a debate going on whether or not...
Okay, so they have limited time and their town tour. Now, this looks like it's the winter one. I guess there's 4 episodes. So I'm not sure if we're starting with winter, but it looks like we might be starting with winter. So Rory's only in town for a limited time, I'm assuming is what that means. They are holding cups in their hands. They look like they could be Luke's cups. It is a yellow label with red light writing. It doesn't quite look like it spells Luke's.
Take the phone booth out. Oh, where would Superman change when he comes to save our town from Ben Affleck? I made the same. Excellent point.
I'm not making tater tots.
Why not? We need sustenance.
You're eating tacos.
Okay, so this is the first bit of really super good news is we are in Lorelai's kitchen. It's the same Lorelai's kitchen. And Luke is in Lorelai's kitchen making food and cooking for Rory and Lorelai. So this is very good news. All right, so I'm looking close. I do not see a ring on Lorelai's ring finger. So I'm assuming that they didn't ever get married, which, okay. So if Luke and Lorelai are together after all this time, yay, and they never got married. I'm a little bit torn because I'm like, well, you guys should have, gotten married by now. But then part of me is like, how awful would it have been if they've gotten married and we didn't get to experience the wedding? Am I right? Yeah, those aren't Luke's cups. Those are Al's Pancake World cups.
And I saw you grab those mini donuts, put them down right now.
Mom?
Oh, yes. Isn't it wonderful?
It's the whole wall. This is my time.
So, I know one of the most heartbreaking things in this entire show is going to be the fact that we lose Richard. Of course, we lost Richard because the wonderful actor Edward Herrmann, who played him, passed away. First of all, giant painting. That's so Emily. Am I right? But here's the thing with Emily and Richard is I know a lot of people have their OTPs on the show, and a lot of them are like Luke and Lorelai, or Suki and Jackson, or Logan and Rory. I think the actual OTP on this show is Richard and Emily, and I can't imagine Emily without Richard. Yeah, I mean, they may not be perfect, have been perfect parents to Lorelai. I get it, but come on. I know that the funeral scene, I'm going to be a ball of emotion and just ugly crying.
To be rootless, and you're okay with this vagabond existence she's leading?
She's Jack Kerouac. She's on the road again, past the peyote.
After you pass the peyote, what bathroom will you use to throw up in?
Let's look at Rory, what she's doing with her life right now. She is living a vagabond life, which I'm thinking means that she did end up doing journalism. And she's going places. We see London. Who else is in London? Is that possibly Logan? But what that means to me is that she didn't get married, especially because Emily seems to not approve of the lifestyle. So I don't think she got married to any of the boys yet. Didn't have a baby, anything like that. Although there is speculation about that, and we will discuss it in a minute. Okay, now this next bit is a little bit super duper confusing. Not like a little bit confusing, but like what confusing?
Delicious.
Explain to me again who that person is.
Oh, that I could.
Why is Kirk at Friday night dinner? I assume this is some sort of Friday night dinner, although if Rory's off vagabonding, and they don't really have a reason for Friday night dinners anymore, so maybe this is just a random dinner. Wait, why is Kirk there? And if Lorelai is with Luke, why isn't Luke there? These are things that are very upsetting and confusing to me. And I mean, obviously, Lorelai's not with Kirk because, and don't even. That's not even it. That's like not even on the table.
Thought I knew exactly what I wanted, where I was going, but lately, I don't know, things seem hazier. We're happy. Luke and I are happy. I don't know how to do this.
Okay, so that was a lot of information. First of all, we saw her walking through the lobby at the Dragonfly. Cool. We saw her walking around holding hands with Luke, and she talking to that person who I don't know who that girl was. Should I know who that girl was? She's talking to that girl about how Luke and her are happy, but maybe they're not happy. A, they're going to get married, or B, Lorelai wants another kid. Bringing that up, there's been some speculation that somebody is pregnant because some of the still shots that have been shown out seem to have indications of pregnancy. There was one where it was like Pop-Tarts and an apple, and if you remember, that was Lorelai's craving when she was pregnant with Rory, was that she wanted an apple. So that's like an indication of pregnancy. And then there was another shot where it looked like a blurry stroller in the background. So everyone's like, oh my God, Rory's pregnant. It's Logan's baby because she was in London. I don't think it's Rory that's pregnant. I think it's either Lorelai is pregnant or Lorelai is trying to get pregnant. And wouldn't it be ironic if Lorelai was having a hard time getting pregnant, considering how easy it was the first time around? But of course, she was 16. So that either she wants a kid and Luke doesn't, or she wants a kid and they're trying, or she is pregnant. That is I'm throwing that out there. I think that they're going to be together for the whole of it. And if they don't end up together, I think that most of the planet will riot.
I was married for 50 years. Half of me is gone. I'm decluttering my life. If it brings you joy, you keep it. And if it doesn't, out it goes. No joy.
He's taking the dining room chairs.
They don't bring me joy.
I'm feeling...
So we get a shot of what is clearly going to be Richard's funeral. I don't think that they would rob us of that experience because I think it is a very important experience. And like I said, I'm going to be a heaping mess during that. I just know I will.
I'm very lost these days. I have no job. I have no credit. I have no underwear.
What?
All right, so she lost her job. Now, that is me leaning towards the fact that she was a journalist because, it's really hard to be a journalist these days. The important part of this scene, of course, is that she's talking to Jess. The way she's talking to him leads me to believe that they don't appear to be in a relationship together. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't think she at least isn't starting the series with Jess. Maybe she'll end up with him, but in this moment, it doesn't look like they're together.
Contender.
You're still a contender. How are we excited about this?
Okay, but we do know that Amy, the writer of the show, was Team Jess. So, okay, here's my thought on Team Jess and all that kind of stuff. I was always Team Jess. And I liked Logan at the end. I wouldn't have hated him, but I was Team Jess. And I think because, oh my God, he was a writer, swoon, and, they were high school sweethearts and all that kind of stuff. And then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, okay, the story of your life is a movie, and people are watching it, and there's fans. There's going to be some idiot out there who's like team your idiot high school boyfriend who wrote you a crappy poem once because, oh my God, he wrote her a poem. So you know what? Rory needs to go on with her life and needs to not go back to either of them. There can be another guy, a completely new guy, who's wonderful and perfect for Rory. I'm just going to throw, or you know what? Nobody. Guess what? You don't have to be married at that age, sweetie. All right, so we appear to be at a town meeting. And you got everybody there, so yay.
Are we excited about this?
No, people, the repeating part is over. I live for moments like these.
Yay, Michelle at the Dragonfly. So maybe she does end up becoming a teacher at Chilton because there's a shot of her and it looks like she's at Chilton looking very proud of herself. And now she's going to settle down real close to Stars Hollow. So Logan, I don't know where you are, but you know who is in Stars Hollow? Dean. No, don't go back to Dean. Oh, don't go with Jess either. Oh, okay. Anyway.
It was pornographic.
Okay, so in that bunch of shots, we saw Dean in looks like in Dozie's. So I'm gonna assume he's not working there anymore. I'm kind of hoping he shows up and just says he's a hunter And that's all he says. And then, of course, it gets Suki. Yay! Because I was so worried. There was like that whole big rumor that, Melissa McCarthy's super busy and she didn't have time to come back for it. And then there was like, oh, but she did. She came back. And I'm like, thank God. Because, Lorelai needs her Suki. It looks like she's doing something with icing, is what that shot looked like. So maybe a wedding cake. Maybe Luke and Lorelai are going to get married and we're going to get to see it because it would have been so sad if we missed their wedding. Logan looks good. Guy looks good, not gonna lie. He is not hard on the eyes. He is sitting, looks like a big city behind him, a balcony. I'm gonna assume he's maybe still in London. Now here's the thing, is we know that he's in all 4 episodes. I think Jess is only in 3. I don't know about Dean, how many he's in, I forget, but we know that Logan's in all 4. So Paris looks like she's in a school, possibly Chilton as well. Yeah, no, I just rewound it back to Paris, and she is definitely in Chilton. Okay, we have Lane playing drums, which is awesome. And it looks like Lorelai dressed up as a pilgrim lady. Don't know who the guy is with her, though. Oh, we got a Luke and Lorelai kissing, yay! Yeah, Lorelai's kitchen, bundled up. Maybe it's the autumn episode, possibly the winter episode, which I still think the winter episode is the first episode. So if it's the winter episode, then that means things can go south after that.
Haven't done that for a while. Felt good.
That was pretty exciting. Am I right? Okay, so here I'm just going to lay out my theories. I think, I think that Rory ends up losing her job as a journalist and having to move back to Stars Hollow, where she is going to teach English at Chilton. Looks like Paris is also at Chilton, possibly teaching there. Maybe she's an administrator. I feel like she wouldn't be a very good teacher. Then we have Lorelai still at the Dragonfly. Suki is maybe just coming in to help out because there was a rumor that she's gone. I don't know. Michelle Souls seems to be working there. All of our townsfolk seem to still be there. Dean looked like he may be just passing through town. Maybe he's still there. I don't think he still works at Dozie's because that would be weird. Logan looked like he still works in London. Is he gonna come back to Stars Hollow to be with Rory? Mm-hmm. Jess looked like he was just kind of passing through town. Maybe to see his uncle. Possibly. Okay, so then Luke and Lorelai. I think we're going to start off with them together. Maybe something happens where they have some hard time in the middle. Maybe they're trying to get pregnant and it's not working, or they're having the we should get married, we shouldn't get married fight. I don't know. But I think by the end, they will be back together. And maybe she'll be pregnant, or maybe she'll have a baby, and yay. For them. Although then part of me singing because they released the pictures with the apple, like it's so on the nose that they're just trying to trick us. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look, it's an apple. And they were like, oh, what? We had an apple in that picture later. And everyone's like, I thought you were going to be pregnant. Well, I'm pretty excited. We have a month away. And then we get to find out. And I will try to do a video of it. Okay, and if you like watching TV shows with me and listening to me talk, then you should subscribe to my channel by clicking the button right up there. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.